Hello, Monsters of Man here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. And I think part 26 of my Morathi Campaign. I'm not 100% sure, it might be 27. Started off with quite a conviction it was part 26, and now I'm doubting myself, but never mind, because the main thing is that apparently I've been told a few times recently that people like falling asleep to my videos, and I don't know what that says about my content, but there we go. Apparently I've got very dulcet tones. That's nice. It immediately made me think of the lady at the start of Stephen King's The Fog. Not the new film, the old one, the good one. Because all of the fishermen like listening to her do the fishing forecasts. Because she's got a good voice. And then they all get stabbed by vampires in the aforementioned fog. So, you know, maybe that could happen to you. Maybe. Listening to me, maybe there's vampires in a fog. I mean, obviously, if it doesn't happen, don't come and complain to me. I don't have no control over this. If they do stab you, you know. Good. Either way, make sure that when you fall asleep to this, you're playing the playlist, because then it'll keep playing my videos. Until the YouTube algorithm eventually does a about turn, and probably you end up with all of your suggestions being far-right lunatics. By which point, being stabbed by vampires in a fog may seem like the easy way out. So, you know, either way, a bit of a win there, maybe. Anyway, last time we were really crushing the High Elves. This is going very, very well so far. And, yeah, where the High Elf armies are, I don't know. Because they were just throwing them at us, weren't they? They were just endless armies of fucking elves. And then suddenly it just stopped. There's just no more elves. The only thing I can think is maybe we captured them all. Like, the reason they don't have any more elves to throw at us is because they're all in our bread bins. Oh well, never mind. There's a few, like, scattered around here, but, like, the sheer sort of, like, deluge they were throwing at us is just abated. There's just nothing left, so, oh well. Yeah, talking of, we've still got some lizards to deal with. Angry. Do I want to... Shall I kill you? You are pretty battered, aren't you? You are pretty battered. I could probably take you. I reckon, you know what, shall we just fucking take him? Because we're going to end up at war with them anyway, right? And so, I mean, they are giving us no personal space. It's a Lizardman thing, isn't it? I think it's something to do with the AI, whereby they only declare war based on certain triggers. And until you've met that, they just kind of act like you're already at war. So they get really close up to you and just like breathe all over you. And you're like, what's your problem, mate? And until the old one plaques say, kick the shit out of this guy, they just go and stand very close to them, just on the off chance that the plaques suddenly say, yeah, get him. So I'm just gonna fucking, yeah, unleash the horrors, sure.
To the fray.
Yeah, that doesn't look too tough, does it?
Show them nature's cruelty. Satisfy your blood.
They were going to attack sooner or later. Tom Wanks just beat them to it. Good old Tom Wanks. And before you ask, yes, he does a lot. I mean, it's practically his hobby. If we had a blacklight here, he would be positively like a beacon in the darkness, in the night. So I mean, don't shake his hand. It's basically just don't. Just don't. Anywho, we're sending Clint Oris in to engage the Ripidactyls because those guys are jerks. Bring in the Manticore and trying to pick off. There goes the crossbow. So many fucking crossbows. Oh my god! Look at the pterodons just collapsing. The Carnosaur get. Oh no! Tom goes flying. Holy shit! Is he okay? Are you okay, buddy? Were you talking about the Carnosaur? Because that was, you got punted fucking miles, mate. That's those ittle bittle elf bones, isn't it? You're like hollow, like a bird. Just got punted fucking miles. Amazing. Oh, lots of crossbow fire coming in. The Blessed Temple Guards, we have debuffed them with the Curse of Anra here, which reduces their speed and melee attack, which means they're going to take ages to get into combat, and when they do, well, they're out of it now, but when they do, well, these guys are in. When they do, they have less melee attack as well. Curse of Anra here, actually a very, very good spell. I don't know about the lack of missile reduction. I'm not 100% sure if that's good, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's alright. Manticore finally being sent running as the Croxasgore Ancient is fighting Tom Wanks. He's got monstrous strength. I mean, so does Tom Wanks, especially when he's given it a good old. Reinforcements are on the way for the Lizardmen, but they're going to take a little while to get here. While we manage to do, that Croxasgore Ancient got pin-cushioned to fucking pieces. Another Manticore, the Ripidactyls in combat. How are the Sisters of Slaughter doing? I mean, they're doing okay. They're doing fine. We've also got the Spiky Hydras in attendance, just in case we need them. And we can see the enemy reinforcements. Ancient Stegiodon charging towards us. The Spiky Hydra. Oh, it's Clash of the Titans. Holy shit. It's like Godzilla vs King Kong, except they're both... It's a big spiky dinosaur versus a spiky hydra. And also there's crossbow. Lots of crossbow. Yeah, get crossbows. That's it. Stegiodon is down. Oh god, there's another wave incoming. Razordons and Salamanders this time. Although why they're charging into melee combat, I don't know. Because then the crossbows very, very quickly rip them to pieces. And here comes a wave of Saurus, like fighting against the retreating units, although the retreating units are now rallying as they reach... I think it's because they're in range of this Saurus Old Blood now. So they start to rally. Need to draw our line back in. And, oh god, these fucking Razordons. They're still causing us all kinds of trouble. Bring them down, boys! Uh-oh. You missed. Okay, well, they've shattered almost instantly. Good. In fact, army loss is starting to take effect. See the morale just dropping there. There we go. And they're out of there. The first army of many, I have no doubt. So it's part 27. We just checked. It's fine. Alright, you guys, get the fuck out of here. You're dead. And obviously we're going to go finish them off. I'm honestly surprised we didn't lose anyone then, but I'll take it. Alright, there we go. Organ Merchant, blah blah blah. Perfect. And I'll pop you back in there. Do we have any useful skill points I can whack on? I could give you a Manticore, couldn't I? You're not... I mean, having said that, you do have a melee attack of 82, which is fucking ridiculous. How the fuck have you got 82 melee attack? Jesus, really? That's insane. 4 Narn, Jeremy? Okay, let's... Do I want Slaughter Lord? You know what? Destructive, this one. Useful. We're going to go with this one because all of our shades... I feel like shades are probably the best unit that the Dark Elves have. So it makes sense to Whispers of Disobedience to beef them up. And also potentially get Greatswords. But it's... The Greatswords take 2 turns to recruit, and that's quite a... Have a missile resistance. That's quite a long time, really, just to sort of have to sit there and recruit shit. No. Right. I don't really want to have to go and resettle Toralia, but I'm going to have to, which is not ideal. We resettled that last time. You know what? I realised I missed Storag Core ages ago, and it's been annoying me ever since. I'm half tempted to get someone just to go and... We do have 10k coming in, so I can probably recruit some random like you. FYI, you're not going to be here for long, and the only thing you're going to do is resettle Toralia so Malekith doesn't have to. That's your entire job. After that, you're dead to me. With speed, their doom is foretold. Oh, you failed. Alright, we've got a commandment here. Obviously, we're going to go with the growth, because the sooner we can grow this, the better. Did they nerf growth recently? Like, I did not realise that. I did think things were taking a little while longer to grow, but I thought maybe I was just going mad. It doesn't seem that much slower, but... I noticed, like, the Wood Elves grow quite slowly, but I thought that was just, like, their thing. Alright, we'll upgrade you, and you can head down and take the White Tower of Hoeth next turn. Easy peasy. Not sure what those elves are going to do. I'm hoping run away. Oh. I don't really want to, but... I guess I'm going to have to. I don't really want to, but I feel like it's happening, so oh well. The relic! Not this again. During a feast, whenever you're... Oh, that guy? Really? I don't really care about him, so... this is one of his noble family members in possession of a priceless relic. Seize it at once. I genuinely don't care. I couldn't even remember your name, so guess what?
Death is coming.
Not really. Just go and put some stones on top of other stones and rebuild that. Good job.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Yeah, now you're fired. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. And we will take Toralier. Now, we do have
Never.
Tyrion at Elysia. I'm assuming that basically he's spent his time trying to take Grimgor out, and he has succeeded. So he has managed to push them out of Elysia. Tor Aker is still there, so they'll probably make a move on that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if they want to come and have a go.
By Cain's sister.
Cain's sister? Who's the fuck is Cain's sister? Does Cain have a sister?
Healed beasts of truth.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Enemies of Cain shall fall.
Or not. God, you're not very good at this, are you?
Unfettered.
However, if we know that Tyrion is up there, it does mean the likelihood of him having any other armies nearby is fairly low.
Disreputable curse.
I'm not disreputable. My reputation's actually quite... Well, I mean, it's all about killing people, enslaving them, and putting them in bread bins, but apart from that... Ooh, a Dark Library of Hoeth. I'll have that, thank you very much. And... growth. Do I need the... I don't really need the growth building, do I? Defences? I'll get defences, just to be on the safe side. You can never go wrong with defences. Yes, I know, I know. I know, it's fine, don't worry. I mean, I say it's fine. Right, you're recruiting there. You'll be busy for a turn or two. I want to go and grab Ashrak, don't I? So let's go and grab that one. So the Iron Mountains is complete. We do need to beef up Nagrond ASAP. We also need to build up Grond, because it has a building that I need to build to win the campaign. Unfortunately, the fact that Chaos probably aren't finished makes that a little bit harder, because if they come again... When Chaos comes again, I'm in trouble. Because I need to hold that, and I need a rank 5 city here. To get the Dark Convent of Sorcery, because I think that's the one I need, is it not? Do a double check on that. The Dark Convent of Sorcery. Yes, so I need a rank 5 city here. And Chaos spawn up here. Which means getting that rank 5 settlement is going to be a little bit tricky. So I've got to try and keep them off my back. Which is why Lockie is here with 4 Black Dragons. That's his job. I guess we'll go with Slaughter Lord. I could go... I mean, do I... Weapon strength and charge bonus for... I don't think that's actually that useful. Weapon strength, speed and physical resistance. That is useful. I don't think the other one is... So we'll probably just stick with that, to be honest. That's probably fine. Let's get some more growth there. Public order is generally fine across the board. I'm gonna get that, because that's going to give me a little bit more public order. That'll keep everyone fairly happy while we rebuild everything that was raised. I've heard a lot of people say that Malekith basically just gets face rolled by Chaos every single campaign, which could be a problem. Because apparently he spends most of his time attacking Ulthuan, which means by the time that Chaos arrive, he usually has absolutely no fucking armies up here. Which means that he immediately gets stamped on. And I guess the problem is that by the time they turn up for Nagrond, there's not that many factions to deal with them. Whereas in the old world, you have a whole bunch of factions that will immediately march over to stamp on chaos. Whereas here, you don't get that. So Malekith is left to his own devices and instantly gets wiped out. Whereas the Empire, I mean, the Empire was always really, really strong though, isn't it? There's a real problem with the fucking Empire. They're every single game they're so strong, and they just throw so many stacks of shit at you. And they take no time to replenish. It's absolutely just, so frustrating to deal with. That's part of the reason I wanted to play a Morathi campaign. Because I was like, you know what, I just want to be as far away from the fucking Empire as absolutely possible. Because they're just incredibly fucking irritating. We're going to grab Strength through Spite there, and I'm fairly happy with that. We can always do more skill points between episodes, I think is what I'm doing. We're going to move Phil McCracken up there. Just to keep an eye on when Chaos arrives. Okay, they have completely stamped, but they are moving. So they're not going for the Shrine of Cain. I thought they might, but they haven't. Now what they might do is now move to try and retake Nagaroth. Is it Nagrathi? Nagrathi? Is that? That is Thorgrim Grudgebearer. I think basically Thorgrim was killed, the Dwarf faction's dead, and the only Dwarf faction left is this one here. And so because of that mod I've got, basically they've picked up all of the Dwarf lore. So they've got Ungrim, they've got Thorgrim. I haven't seen Grombrindle. Oh. Grimgor and the Reichland have gone to war. That is a bit of a clash of the titans, that is. I think they're strength rank 1 and 2. And I'm strength rank 3. Okay, well, that happened. Okay, so far, so good. No sign of chaos. And the big fight's going to be here. There are multiple elven armies. What the fuck is this? Someone having a good time? It's like a little rave going on? Okay.
Monstrous minions.
So let's bring you over here so we can have a look at what's going on. Now we can get we want defenses at the Shrine of Cain, so we're going to do that. It's going to take 8 turns though because of being in inhospitable climates, which isn't great. What we can do though is we can bring Robin Hood down here. We can do that.
These beasts shall trample of one.
You can do that. And then what we'll do is we'll bring Morathi in here. The idea being that with any luck, what they'll do is they'll move armies over here, and we can either ambush them or we can have a big old scrap, which will be good. Port Illustord seems to have absolutely nothing in the way of defences, which means this is going to be an absolute slaughter.
My power grows.
Didn't even hear what he said there. Not really a big problem. And those guys are super fucking dead. Okay, we're going to bring Malekith south. We need to upgrade you. Get the public order building there, and probably the public order building there just to be on the safe side. Calador, true to its nature in the lore, has yet to actually declare war on us. For some reason. They're just staying out of it. In the end times, Calador actually joined up with the Dark Elves. There we go. Imeric was so shitty with Tyrion that he just went, fuck it, I'm going to... It then did turn out that Malekith was indeed the rightful Phoenix King, though, so, you know. Hashtag just lore things? Is that lore? Is that how we do lore? What do we have here? The Fiery Pits of Sacrifice. Fair play. And Hellebrand's Palace. Oh, she'll be glad to get that back. You know, obviously that was very much on fire. So, good work there. Grab Ashrak. Obviously we can grab these two as well. Let's colonise that.
All-powerful sorceress.
Oh god, we've dipped below 100,000. God, what will I do? God damn. God. So this is why Morathi shouldn't have put all our stock into shorting game. So it's all come back to Haunter now, hasn't it? This is the problem. Right, what else am I doing? Have we got that there, that's fine. You're pushing down there. We're just holding there because I'm not particularly interested in heading down into Lustria. That seems like a whole clusterfuck that I am not particularly interested in getting involved in right this instance.
Yes.
You're just chilling, that's fine. We can whack the extra growth in there. Whack the extra growth in there. We can repair that one as well. In fact, I'm going to knock that down. Torfinu, do I want that? Probably not. We'll knock that one down as well, just to be completionists. We'll upgrade you. We'll get that. At some point, I need to grab the Shrine of Sotek as well, but I've got other things to be doing at the moment that don't involve doing that as well. I guess we'll upgrade you because then we can get the Dark Elf Harbour, which wouldn't necessarily be a terrible choice. And we'll bring Phil over to have a look at Dragrak's End. How does it look? Flamey? Got a big portal there? Stargate? Yep. Okay, good. Okay, well that wasn't quite, the ambush that I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of a juicy ambush than that, but I guess that's fine. My guess is they were probably sending more armies, but they sent him first, and the poor bastard, just because they wouldn't have just sent one guy. They were probably going to send him first, and then like the rest of the armies cozy up. But then they saw that obviously he got shanked, and they just called it all off. Okay, well, I guess he was dead. I mean, super dead. Like, bing, 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 bing. Alright. Gee. Jesus Christ. Is there a problem with Dark Elf followers? Because I just got so fucking many of them. Like, every turn, more of the bastards shuffle up to join in. Oh, like, Jesus, guys. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, let's continue on our march. I mean, we're completely unopposed down here. We're just mopping up.
Cain demands tribute.
He's going to get it. Hellebron, you have good shades. So, Ravager's Reward, more range for those boys. You have 169 range, 100 more than the sexiest amount of range they could ever have. We're always going to meet at Lothern here. This is like a little pincer movement. This is pretty good. More slaves being thrown in. I mean, to be honest, we kind of need more slaves, but I'm going to knock down all of those because I probably won't need them. Okay.
Look here, Fellheart.
Right. This is the... Okay, we'll come down here. We'll get the replenishment we need. In fact, if we bring you over here, then we can boost up our replenishment even further. Should be able to anyway. If I do that, there we go. It's looking better, isn't it? I don't really care about you. You are basically just... You're resettling, girl. And to be honest, once... I might have to get her an army, though. Because at this rate, I might need a couple of armies up here to stop chaos, should they arrive. Also, there's an army down here. That's got some dinosaurs.
Death hag.
I'm going to kill you.
What whispers of death?
Good job.
High Beastmaster.
Okay.
This.
I'm just going to step. God, there's so many characters. I'm probably going to get. I'm probably going to get spotted, but I'll sit there, see if we can get an ambush on this guy. Can we just attack him? No, he's out of range. We'll probably get spotted. We'll see if we can get the ambush. That would be quite useful. I might actually bring a Black Ark down here to come and help out, because that will help with our defense as well. And I'm half tempted to bring you down to Lothern. So let's do that, because Morathi's landing strip is pretty fucking safe. Can I grab that? I can grab that. Sure, I'll raid the cove. What is it? A bunch of dirty vampirates. Do they come from a fog or not? Who knows? Never mind. We'll just kill them then, I guess.
Thrill of battle awaits.
Apparently we decided to invite them onto the boat. Why not, I guess. I mean, you know. It's nice here. It's got an atmosphere. We've got big towers and shit. Apparently we decided to like face them on the out... rather than using defences, which would be unsporting, of course. Now, I just want to point out that I'm going to use some Black Arc bombardment abilities here, and I'm going to use them... Oh, it's going to be dreamy. Now, you have to remember that some of these abilities have not only a cooldown... Look at this one here, right? This one, I put that one there, and you can see these boys. You know, you have to time this, because not only does it have a cool... But then the ability comes in. That wasn't that one. It was... this one. Can we just take a minute there? Because I do a lot of shit wrong, which is, you know... not taxing provinces, but that I feel makes up for at least one instance where I managed to successfully dictate where a bunch of units will be walking. That's taken out about a unit and a half there, I would say. That's pretty good. Okay, over this flank we've got some depth guard. These guys are quite nasty in melee, but that assumes they get into melee combat. And yeah, they're getting crossbowed. They're getting super crossbowed. Death Guard over here also getting crossbowed. You really need to use your shit units to cover them, because if you don't, they just get absolutely destroyed by missile fire, which is why they're not that good, to be honest. You may as well just take more Zomble guns, which, you know, while they're Zombles, they have guns, and that is apparently super effective in war. You know, never bring a polearm to a gunfight. They're picking a fight with the Sisters of Slaughter, who, I'm going to be honest, have much better melee defense than they do, so that should be no problem for them. More depth guard charging in, getting, yep, crossbowed. This left flank seems absolutely fine. We've got no problem there. On the right flank, we do have a big old Sebastian, who is getting filled with crossbow bolts. Yep, there we go. He's not having a good time. He's dead. Blech. There we go. More depth guards, and we've got Justine Beaver, who's sort of like keeping them at bay. These guys, for some reason, don't seem to get into combat. They just skirt around the front line, giving me ample time to fill them full of crossbows, almost daring me to. It's very... It's daring. It's also bloody stupid. The Sisters of Slaughter then moving in, and they instantly disintegrate. So there we go. In fact, the enemy army entirely is disintegrating as we take it apart with very little issue. Just the enemy general left to kill. And now she's by herself, so... Well,
My glorious victory.
that was good. So we've got a potion of healing and 20 big ones. I'll take that.
Feared by
As we move the Black Arc southward, because we no longer need Morathi's landing strip. One, because it's got a big fuck-off garrison. Although, why we've got the Black Arc Corps... I mean, just give us Dark Shards, for fuck's sake. The Harpies, I'm like, okay, that's fine. The Blackguard, cool. The Corsairs, why? Dear God, why? Right, what do I want now? I could maybe go and take... You know what I could do? If I could stab you... which I can do.
I, Beastmaster.
I am Morathi.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pop you there. And then I'm going to pop you here. And we're going to see if we can lure in anyone. Because it looks like they've pulled back. Looks like they might be taking on Misnar. If they don't attack, then we've got the Ford crossing. And I can go and just hit Toracre. I mean, if we've got Toracre, then basically we should be able to control this entire area. There's no defences there, so... that should be nice and easy. Basically, this is pretty much in the bag.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
I don't need to worry about you. Good. Ho-ho! So, they've attacked Robin Hood, but Morathi is there as reinforcements. We've got Tyrion, Alistair, and K. Drill. And how many fucking turkeys? Let's see, they've got 3 magical turkeys, 1 frost turkey, and 2 normal turkeys, plus 1 dragon. Okay, and we should have a ford crossing, in theory. We do. Perfect. Okay, this should be a lot of fun, but it's going to have to wait until next time, I'm afraid. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.